Yahoo, Daddy Dudes. It's been a minute since my first upload, and it's mostly because the audio in the first video was not up to par with what I would have wanted to continue with. So I had to wait for these to come in. Hopefully, you guys can hear me better this time.
I guess!
I have plans today with a group of friends to celebrate my birthday early. This will be my last birthday here with them for a while. So I'm gonna do a get ready with me, and I kind of want to go into more depth about my move. I kind of just set the news. I didn't really explain like what I wanted this channel to entail or like what direction that I was supposed to. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm still pretty novice at this, so I'm going to try and list everything on the screen as I'm using it. It may not be super detailed, but I'm going to try my hardest. Also, ignore my boxes. She's moving. So the first thing is, a lot of people struggle, I've noticed, with pronouncing the name on my channel. I was struggling between either sticking with my name that I use for my art account or using the name I use for my personal account. I chose this one just because I kind of wanted to keep those two personas a bit separate. They're not really personas, but one is more so for like beauty and one is more so for art. So I wanted to stay in more so the lane of beauty, so I chose to go with Daddy Rakuma. It's a combination of my name, Daryl, and then Kuma. And so majority of my content, I wanted to mostly focus on beauty, specifically mostly things with makeup. When I was younger, I used to love watching just get ready with me's, and people do like these different like looks and outfits, and that's kind of the lane I want the channel to go in. When I think of like channels that I used to, well, channels that I still look up to, people like Jeffy Aina, Edward Avila, Yute, Zuri. I just love watching how they get ready. And in Japan, well, not even just Japan, but Asia as a whole, you don't see a lot of black cis men in the beauty space. I kind of really want, I don't want to say infiltrate, but I really do want to put my foot in that and see if I can get somewhere. I've always wanted to make this type of content, but there weren't really any black men doing it that I could kind of look up to or emulate. So I kind of felt like it was impossible when I was younger, but I've been doing it on my own personally for years, and I think now that I'm moving is the perfect time to shoot my shot. I've been working at Sephora for almost 4 years. It kind of hit me though that I could do it when I had a customer who explained to me that like, you're already an influencer and you're surrounded by these products every day, every week. You already have it's already on your resume. You're just doing it online now versus doing it in person. I think also another thing that kind of scared me was just getting used to being on camera and talking on camera, because she's pretty camera shy and pretty awkward, if you can't tell. I'm trying my best to make it to where I'm not trying hard to be someone else on camera, and I'm just going to be my genuine awkward self. My brows are being special today. I have this awkward arch now. No. I hate them. We're starting over. But anyways, I want this channel to be beauty focused, lifestyle focused. I don't know if I want to make it about moving to Japan just because I don't know if I can offer anything new in that regard that's not already out there. But if people want it, I'll definitely try and make some more content geared towards that. I'm trying to be a beauty channel and I can't even do my eyebrows correctly today. Another goal, or another thing that I'm hoping for this channel is, once I get more settled and more fluent, but I want this channel to be completely in Japanese. Is that not crazy? But that's the goal. I feel like in order to be a part of the beauty space in another country, I need to know how to cater my content to the people there as well. I want to improve my Japanese and be to at least N3 level. N2 would be amazing, but N3 minimum. Because my current level of Japanese is enough to get by, but the amount I would be stuttering and thinking and looking up certain words to get certain feelings across, it just would not get natural. I think that looks okay. I'm about to try out a different layering method for doing my makeup, so hopefully it does not turn out terrible, because I'm also supposed to be leaving in the next 30 minutes. I don't have time for this out. I finally have my leave date, and I'm leaving in the middle of September. I'm leaving a little bit early just so I can have some time to chill and be a tourist for a good 2 weeks before work starts. The anxiety from my new job hasn't hit me yet. I think my main anxiety right now is about moving. Hopefully 2 weeks of vacation in Tokyo will give me the relaxation to reset my mindset. It's giving blush blindness right now, but I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna hope this works out the way I envision it. Also, I forgot to mention that I've gotten almost barely any sleep the past 2 weeks as reality is setting in for me. So if my eyes look tired, it's because they are. Reality has been setting in, I think, as certain little tasks that I do are like clicking in my head, like telling my job when my last day is, or like hanging out with people for the last time, or planning to hang out with people for the last time. It's really making this move harder for me than I thought it was going to be. But at the same time, I also have good anxiety for what's to come. And luckily, I have a lot of people around me, coworkers, family, and friends who always remind me that, like, I'm gonna be on to big things. Oh, this is turning out cute. This is doing exactly what I wanted it to. Period, boo. One thing I'm gonna miss 1,000 fucking percent though is my discount at my job, as well as the free makeup. Like, now I'm gonna have to pay full price and actually go get this shit. I've been seeing these NYX concealer sticks like all over Instagram and TikTok, and I'm a bit of a not elitist, but just because I work at Sephora, I really only use products that we have. So this is my first time really indulging in like this kind of drugstore makeup. This will be my first product, so let's see how she does. Oh, she's pretty creamy. Let's see how she does. Not as bright as I would have liked it to be. The next shade up was given Caucasian, so I could not use that one. I'm gonna give a natural gradient with this blush. Oh, that blended like butter. Okay, Miss NYX. Another thing when it comes to doing or being a beauty influencer in Asia, I won't be able to do much when it comes to the complexion side of things. If you go to a beauty counter in Japan, like, and you see like, for instance, NARS, it's only going to be like the first 9-10 shades. But I know there is brands like Tier who are starting to expand, so I don't know. But that still doesn't scare me for some reason. I'm still very much so interested in taking this leap. One thing when it comes to these creams, you have to fucking set them or them bitches are gonna move. She said 12-hour wear, but I'll be the judge of that. Fall, winter, spring, I love my House Top foundation. That's usually my go-to. But lately, this new Huda foundation has been the only thing I wear. Like, whenever I wear this, people always No one can tell I have on foundation, and they're like, "Oh, what skincare do you use?" Like, oh, that color match is really perfect. But another thing that's been on my mind about my move is um, keeping my mental health as I'm moving into this new space. Notice, and a common thing I hear from a lot of my friends who are living there, or even like random people I see online, I feel like it can be kind of hard to make meaningful relationships in Japan. It's not to say that people in Japan are cold or antisocial, but I feel like you kind of have to learn how to be okay with being alone. Um, Even when I would go to events, you would see a lot of people who would go alone, and that's just something I have to learn to get used to. Because I'm a pretty social person. Anytime I go out, 9 times out of 10, I'm with someone. I'm really gonna have to learn how to be okay with just doing things alone. I'm also hoping this new adventure will also give me some inspiration to dive back into my art again. I originally got my job at Sephora just to help support my art, and then the company changed the amount of maximum hours that part-time people could work. So when they offered me full-time, I couldn't say no because I needed the money. And then my part-time job turned into my full-time job and vice versa. So I'm hoping with the more extra time that I'll have, that I'll be able to delve back into my art and my story and just hopefully unlock a new side of me to bring out into my art, because it's been a hot minute. Can't forget blush on the nose. Can't forget our Kira Kira. We love glitter. I can't even say where I was going with my friends. There's this place that went viral on TikTok. I think it's called Inchaduck. I've been one time with my other friends. It was really fun. Kind of like sip and paint, but it's a boba place, and you're painting like little figurines. And they have like really cute options like Doraemon and like Kuromi. I saw some capybaras. It's super fun. So that's what we're going to do today. And then probably be big bags and eat. I'm excited to see my friends one last time before I leave. Another thing with adulting is when everyone's working, it's hard to get everyone's schedules to match up. So the fact it was able to match up around my birthday is kind of shocking. Fenty on the lashes, always. One trend that I really fucking hate with all of my being is these girls who get their lashes done and the top ones are so fucking thick, it looks like windshield wipers. Like they're ridiculously thick. And then they do nothing to the bottom. The bottom's given Rufus, make it more red. I'm so ready for us as a community and as a human race to let that shit fucking go, bitch. One more layer. Now I'm gonna take down these rollers and hopefully it turns out the way I wanted it to. Wow, I look like somebody's auntie. Okay, it kinda did what I wanted it to. I'm running late as per usual, so I will see you guys at Incha. I'm cute. Where are his eyeballs? The hour. Let's see if I ruin him or not. Okay, the first layer is done. He's looking clean. First. Wow. First. It's still a work in progress. Okay, this is where we're at. I need to go back and add some layers. Okay, it's finished. Okay, now it's time to get food at this place whose name I cannot pronounce because I can't read Korean. We're gonna find out. I don't know what the menu's giving.
Rice cake skewers. I mean, that's an appetizer.
So they had some at the cafe. It's just rice cake on a skewer with like ketchup-y, gongcha sauce spread on it. And then
Evil is
So that is the end of vlog number 2. So I'm actually filming this like 4 days later. I forgot to film the night of, but I wanted to film an outro because I wanted to say that this will be my last video in Atlanta, and the next upload will probably be from Japan. That feels so fucking weird to say. This is the end of a long journey and a start of a new one. I'm super excited. I'm extremely nervous. All of the things. I appreciate you guys for being with me to experience this new start along with me. I will see you guys in Japan. Mata ne.